We're getting ready to start here. I'm going to give you a group advisory. Welcome to the Payson Regional Courts. My name is Judge Garvin. To the right of me is Madam Clerk Haley, and our bailiff is Garrett. We are here to assist you with today's proceedings. This group advisory is to serve you as well as the courts with improved management of yours and our time. Hopefully we will have you seen and onto your day much sooner, as much of the information provided here is repetitive for each of you. Today you're scheduled for an initial appearance or an arraignment. You may be here for a civil traffic violation, a criminal misdemeanor violation, or both. The purpose of the initial appearance or arraignment is to formally advise you of the charges against you, advise you of your legal rights, assure your knowledge of right to counsel, and provide you an opportunity to state your plea to the court on record. During this appearance, the court will notify you of certain rights and set a date for your next proceeding or conclude the case today. You are scheduled today in either the Gila County Justice Court, the Town of Payson, or Town of Star Valley Magistrate Court, consolidated, that is the Payson Regional Courts. The arraignment is where the court will enter your plea of guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Each of you share the same rights, and they are the following. The right to remain silent. If you remain silent today, I'll enter a not guilty plea for you and enter your next proceeding. You have the right to an attorney, and in some cases, the right to a court-appointed attorney. To have the court appoint an attorney, there are two requirements. Number one, there must be a financial qualification, meaning you must not be able to afford an attorney. And number two, the court must qualify you for the other portion, prong of a court-appointed attorney. One example of that would be a loss of liberty or jail time. So if your case involves jail time that is being requested by the prosecutor, that would qualify you for a court-appointed attorney as long as you're financially qualified. So remember, it's a two-prong. If you believe you have a cause that you need a court-appointed attorney, besides the financial qualification, let me know what that cause is, and I'll see if it qualifies for court. Each of you were given an attorney waiver form when you checked in with the clerk at the front counter. If you could get that out, I want to show you, talk about information that's on there. If you have not done so already, when you are called to the bench, which is right here at the edge, when your name's called, you'll come forward right here. We'll be exchanging paperwork back and forth. Please write in your name and case number, if known, on the form when you come forward if you have not done so already. If you are seeking counsel, if you are not seeking counsel, you must check the top box that reads, quote, "I do not want an attorney," unquote. If you are going to retain an attorney at your own expense, please advise me and I will enter a not guilty plea for you and assign your next court date. The attorney waiver form can be discarded or returned to the court. If you are seeking a court-appointed attorney and the court determines that you are not entitled to one and you choose not to seek your own attorney at your own expense, then check the second box that reads, quote, "The court has determined that you are not entitled to a court-appointed attorney and you choose not to retain one." So let's say you ask for one, for example, a judge, I need a court-appointed attorney because my car broke down. That would not be a qualifying reason for the court, so we would deny that request. And if you don't want your own attorney, you're not going to go hire your own attorney, then you check that second box because you requested it. Make sure that you're aware that you can change your mind at any time hiring an attorney as this goes through proceedings. So if you tell me today that you don't want an attorney, or if you do want an attorney, and tomorrow, 5 minutes from now, a week from now, a month from now, you change your mind and you do want an attorney or you don't want to get one, you may go ahead and change your mind and do that. You just need to keep the court notified of that, because if you have representation of an attorney, your proceedings are scheduled on particular days. If you are being a self-represented defendant, then those are scheduled on particular days. So we just need to get you scheduled properly. Misdemeanor classifications. Each of you defendants have either a civil traffic, a petty offense, or a misdemeanor offense alleged against you. If you have a copy of the complaint with you, the classification may be listed next to the charge on the complaint. So if you have the ticket, it'll have an ARS 13 or 28 dash some other number, And next to that, there may be a 1, 2, or 3M. Those are all different classifications of misdemeanors, and I'm going to make you aware of the penalty ranges now. A Class 1 misdemeanor, a 1M, has up to a $2,500 fine plus surcharges, 6 months of jail, and or 3 years of probation. A Class 2 misdemeanor has up to a $750 fine plus surcharges, 4 months of jail, and or 2 years of probation. And a Class 3 misdemeanor has up to a $500 fine plus surcharges, 30 days of jail, and or 1 year of probation. And a petty offense has up to a $300 fine plus surcharges only. Mandatory minimum penalties. Most charges do not have minimum penalties, however some do. Mandatory minimum penalties are built into the Arizona Revised Statutes. An example is a DUI charge. A DUI charge has a mandatory minimum fine of $1,515.50, minimum of 8 consecutive hours of jail time, and mandatory DUI counseling. So those are mandatory minimums. And then the penalty range on that DUI would be a Class 1, so that's the range. Your plea options, as I mentioned earlier, are a plea of guilty. That means you're admitted that you committed the crime. A no contest is accepting a conviction but avoiding a factual admission of guilt. Both guilty and no contest are sentenced the same and will show on your criminal history as a conviction. And the third choice is a not guilty plea. That means that you believe you're innocent of the criminal offense charged against you, or you wish to discuss the case with the prosecutor. So you might even believe you have some responsibility to the charge, but you want to discuss the case with the prosecutor to go to a negotiation potentially. Maybe you have reasons or causes of the offense that was alleged against you. Well, guilty and no contest plea. When you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, you may be sentenced unless your case involves a victim. Victims have the right to be heard, and the court must comply with victims' rights notifications. If your case involves a victim and you enter a plea of guilty or no contest, your sentencing will be deferred and you will be given a court date to return. On any case, you're given up certain rights when you plead guilty or no contest. By pleading guilty or no contest, these are the following rights that you give up. The right to plead not guilty and require the state to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. The right to have a trial, either a bench trial, which is in front of a judge only, or a jury trial. Not all cases qualify for a jury trial, and I will inform you on a case-by-case basis if your case qualifies for a jury trial. You'd be given up the right to have the assistance of an attorney at all stages of the proceeding, including appeal. In some cases, eligible for the court-appointed attorney that we spoke of earlier. You'd also be given up the right to confront witnesses against you and cross-examine them as to the truthfulness of their testimony. Again, this is with the guilty or no contest plea. You'd also be given up the right to present evidence on your own behalf and have the court compel your chosen witnesses to appear and testify free of charge. You'd be given up the right to remain silent, to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and also given up the right to a direct appeal. Rule 14.4 is a notice of possible collateral consequences, and those are including but not limited to immigration consequences. Other potential collateral consequences include the possibility of the suspension of a driver's license, an impact on a commercial driver's license or other professional license, an impact on insurance rates, the revocation of probation or parole, an increased penalty for further criminal charges, becoming a prohibited possessor if convicted of domestic violence charges, and if you're not a citizen of the United States, a plea or finding of guilt may result in your deportation or being denied citizenship or re-entry. Rule 17.2 is a citizen's advisory. Every person who enters a plea of guilty or no contest or is found guilty after trial understands that if you're not a citizen of the United States, pleading guilty or no contest to a crime may affect your immigration status. Admitting guilt may result in deportation even if the charge is later dismissed. Your plea or admission of guilt could result in your deportation or removal, could prevent you from ever being able to get legal status in the United States, or could prevent you from becoming a United States citizen. A Rule 33 petition. You may file a Rule 33 petition for post-conviction relief, and if denied, file a petition for review. At sentencing, you'll get an informational sheet that will further explain what a Rule 33 petition is. It'll also explain to you how to set aside the judgment of conviction pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13905 once all the terms of the sentence have been completed, and you may qualify for a certificate of second chance and apply to seal the records pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13911 once terms of the sentence and the time frames have been satisfied. So at sentencing, again, on a plea of guilty or no contest, or if you're found guilty after a trial, you'll get that informational sheet that will further explain the Rule 33 petition, how to set aside a judgment, and how to seal the records. All right, so we've spoke about a guilty and a no contest plea. Now we'll discuss what occurs when you enter a plea of not guilty. A court date will be set for a pretrial conference. That could be abbreviated on your paperwork as a PTC for the pretrial conference. At the pretrial conference, you will meet with the county or town prosecutor. You'll have a private meeting with them. The prosecutor may provide you a copy of the police report to review, discuss the case, and share information about evidence they intend to use at a trial to be scheduled at a later time. So you'll come back right to this courtroom here, and the prosecutor will take you from here into a private room, into one of these offices over here, and discuss the case with you. Use caution when you're speaking with the prosecutor. What you say may be used against you in court if the case does in fact proceed to a trial. So the best thing is to listen first, and you absolutely can talk to him if you choose to. Just make sure you're aware of self-incriminating information. At the conclusion of the pretrial conference, there will be one of four results that will occur. One, the case will proceed to a trial, and you'll be given your next court date. The case could enter a plea agreement that all parties agree on, including yourself. The case could be dismissed, or the case could be continued due to needing more information. If you are here for a civil traffic offense, these are non-criminal offenses. You will either plead responsible or not responsible. If you plead responsible, a fine or sanction will be imposed for the sentencing. If you plead not responsible, a civil traffic hearing will be scheduled. They'll subpoena the officer that was citing the civil traffic offenses, and they'll have a hearing in front of me or another judge. If you plead not guilty, in combination with your not responsible civil traffic violations, all of that will be taken to the prosecutor for consideration. When your name is called, please come forward to the bench with your attorney waiver form. Please answer questions with yes or no instead of or nuh-uh. I'll understand exactly what you're answering, but the record has a hard time distinguishing that slang language, so I'll please ask you to say yes or no, please. Please ask me any questions if you have any about any of this information I've discussed with you. Is quite a bit of information. Or if you have questions about outside of the information I provided. I cannot provide you legal advice, but I can provide legal information. And we thank you for your patience, and we'll get started.
Tommy Seineke, please approach the bench.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. A moment here. All right, sir. So we here on case 2025 CM 236. There is one criminal offense, which is cross-country travel, cited under 17-454. And then one civil traffic violation, that is failure to display a license plate. Did you understand the group advisory that I provided?
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir. Do you have any questions about your attorney waiver form before you present that?
No.
Okay, so there's no jail time in the case. If the prosecutor is requesting jail time, they must notice the court. In a review of your case, I don't see any jail time, so you're not facing that as a possible consequence. So your options are to provide a reason for a court-appointed attorney, waive the presence of an attorney, or inform me that you're going to hire an attorney on your own.
Okay, I would like one.
You would like an attorney?
Yes.
So that means you either provide me a reason for a court-appointed attorney, or you're going to hire one yourself.
Right now?
Yes, I need to know, and then because we have to resolve the attorney waiver form portion.
Okay.
So you're either going to hire one on your own accord, or if you're able to provide me a qualifying reason, one of them's jail time, that's what I explained in that group advisory. If you have a qualifying reason that you believe besides, I can't afford one, because I need it two-pronged. Number one, I can't afford it, and then number two, another good cause. So if you have a reason, let me know, and I'll let you know if it qualifies. And if it doesn't, or if you don't have a reason, then you're forced to either hire one on your own or waive the presence of an attorney.
Okay, I'll try to get one on my own.
Okay.
Or find a reason.
Okay. Yeah, so, okay. What I'll do now is show that you're going to hire an attorney. If you find that you have a cause for a court-appointed attorney, then bring that to the attention of the court at a later time, and we'll see if we can do a court-appointed attorney.
Okay.
So what I'll do on this case is enter a not guilty plea for you.
Yes.
Because you're trying to get an attorney, and we'll get you a pretrial conference date.
Thank you.
So what you'll do is, once you find an attorney, is provide them the paper that we're going to give you, which is the pretrial conference date, and then give them whatever paperwork you have, and then they can request whatever information they want from the court.
Okay, if I waive an attorney, then it's a different court date. Or in the future I waive it, then the court dates would be changed.
Okay, so let me explain that to you. So if you decide that you want to waive an attorney now,
Yeah.
that leaves the communication ability between you and the prosecutor, so they can talk to you.
Okay.
They are not allowed to talk to you if you say that you're going to get an attorney. So you can take that into consideration and maybe wait till the next pretrial conference with a not guilty plea on your own. See what they have to say, see if they offer you something, if you like it or not, and then you can still hire an attorney after that if you wish.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, so then for today, for now, then you'd waive the presence of an attorney, correct? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just check that top box,
Sign it.
and then date and sign it if you wouldn't mind. Let's see, 11. And then, so we'll still get you that same court date. It'll be on a different day now, but it'll leave the communication for you and the prosecutor to talk.
Okay.
And then once you hear that, you can do many things. Change a plea from not guilty to guilty, or no contest if you feel that after that meeting you want to do that with an offer.
Sure.
Or you can remain not guilty and I'm going to hire an attorney. Just let them know at the conclusion of that.
Okay.
Okay? Any questions about any of that?
No.
Okay. All right, sir, so let me just confirm a couple pieces of information here. All right, sir, so here is where you have showed for today, and that you pled not guilty, and we scheduled a pretrial conference. 3/24 of 2026 at 2 p.m. You'll come right back here.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I file like a remote hearing or request?
Yeah, where you'd reside at? In Scottsdale?
Because I work full time.
Yeah. I'll let the first one be telephonic. After that, we'll see what happens in that first one. It might require your appearance after, but we'll do it on the first one.
Thank you.
So we'll give you instructions here for the telephonic appearance. This is justice case, right? Yeah. So there is the instructions for the telephonic. Make sure you pay particular attention that you call ahead of time, and you'll discuss the case with them telephonically, and then hopefully on the court date, we'll have which way the case is proceeding.
Okay.
Okay? All right, and let me get your signature on this form, sir. Just signing for the court date here. If you would sign where it says defendant. Is this for my file?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there's that. You can keep that, sir, and then we'll get you a copy of that paper. You have any questions at all?
No, sir.
Okay, once he gets you a copy of that court date, you'll be excused, sir.
Okay, thank you.
You betcha.
Sorry, one second.
No, no problem. Just kind of get it there.
Danny Steinkruger?
Hello there.
Hi.
Oh, and this is-
I was wondering if Your Honor, I was wondering if I could say something on record before we get started.
No. Let me do a starting procedure, and then I'll be glad to hear whatever you have to say, but I gotta call the case. I gotta have you identify yourself. There's steps that have to happen.
Okay.
Case number 2026 CM011. If you'd state your full name.
Brandy Marcel Steinkruger.
Thank you. So we have 2 counts of disorderly conduct under the domestic violence statute, a DUI allegation, and then a resisting arrest. All of those are Class 1 misdemeanors. You understood the group advisory?
Yeah.
Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, I have contacted the Attorney General's office in Arizona.
Okay.
When I went into custody, my 4th Amendment, my 8th Amendment were violated.
Okay.
I take mental health medicine. They had 48 hours to give me my medicine.
Okay.
They waited 8 days. I was in jail 11 days. Nebraska had 72 hours to come get me. When they didn't come get me, I should have been released. I'm asking for $10 million against Gila County.
Okay. So then you do that.
Okay,
Okay. So that has nothing to do with today's proceedings.
okay.
Okay. These are just the criminal.
They're false. I have witnesses that will say
Yeah.
they're false.
Okay.
My
Ma'am. So this has nothing to do with any lawsuit that you want to file. So
Okay.
you can proceed with that. I'm not saying you can't do that,
Oh, I'm
but
going to.
that has nothing to do with what we're here for.
Okay,
In that group advisory, I informed you that I'm making you aware of the charges against you, and you can, plead not guilty on those if you think that you were wrongfully arrested. I'm setting
you have a corrupt sheriff's department. That's all I gotta say.
okay, all right, then.
And I hope I don't get sanctioned, but that's how I feel. I
Yeah.
have witnesses.
Ma'am,
There was no
okay, no,
domestic
ma'am,
violence.
Right now, it's my job to help you protect your rights. So when you want to start giving details of the case, that means that you're going to self-incriminate by providing too much information at this hearing. There's an opportunity for you to say what happened, but this is not the one. This is
Okay,
not.
I'm from Nebraska. Is there any way I could go back to Nebraska and deal with these misdemeanor charges?
Let me take a look at it
I've
here.
been married 32 years. I have a 21-year-old daughter that's a guard at Adams County Jail in Nebraska. She's one that told me to file the charges. My son's 30 years old, went to UNL and Penn State University. He's a
Okay.
meteorologist.
Okay.
I own a home and everything. I don't know why I'm stuck in Arizona. The probation officer, I had my probation transferred here. She didn't do her job. My parents were getting evicted before I got here. My sister was staying in the house. The probation officer did not do her job. I was brought here on wrongful terms.
Okay, so the probation department and the probation hold and all of that information is not part of this proceeding. You already talked to the Superior Court, correct?
So how many more days am I gonna spend in jail for this shit so I go home to
Ma'am,
Nebraska?
you need to watch your language. You're in a courtroom, not your house.
Sorry.
So, okay, I'm trying to do the best that I can with your attitude to inform you to how to proceed, but you're not being cooperative with it with your demeanor and the way you're speaking. I'm trying to inform you of the charges against you, the information that I gave to you in the briefing, and that's really all we're doing. and I'm telling you how to proceed with your civil suit, you can do all of those things, and you're talking about your kids and everything else. The one question that you didn't give me an opportunity to answer was, can I go to Nebraska? Okay, so I'm going to look at that as far as this is concerned. But you just continue to throw more information. That really has nothing to do with any of the things that I told you we're here for. Okay, so give me a moment so I can see if I can release a condition as far as this court's concerned to see if you can return to Nebraska. Now, I don't have any idea what the Superior Court has with your probation violation and all those matters. That's not part of this. Okay?
She did not sanction me at all. Everything in Nebraska, once they didn't do anything in 72 hours, my
Okay.
whole case in Nebraska was dismissed.
Okay.
I have no charges pending in Nebraska now.
Okay, okay. All right, so right now, the current release conditions that you have are obey all orders of the court, do not commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any change of address, do not leave the state of Arizona without permission from the court, so we'll talk about that in a moment, not to have any unwanted contact with the alleged victims. Do you know what unwanted, ma'am, I'm still talking to you, don't defray, I need to explain to you and not have you go into different areas to make sure you understand what
I'm
that.
homeless. If you don't hear from my mom, I am homeless. I've been living in my car. They have my mother down on that piece of paper. She did not file nothing. I
Okay.
cannot stay at her house.
Okay.
I'm living in my car, basically.
Okay, so I want to explain to you what unwanted contact is. Okay, so you're allowed to speak with the alleged victim in the case until they decide they don't want to talk to you. Then if they make a request that I don't want to talk to you anymore, you must comply with that or you're violating this order. Okay, I want to make sure you're aware of that.
Okay.
You're not to, there's no restriction from you to go to the house as far as this case is concerned. There's not a release condition that says you can't go to the house. So when you say you're living in your car and you're homeless, I don't know if that's because the
Because I
people-
was told I couldn't go to their house by my probation officer.
Okay, so
Taylor.
that's the other court. There might be some other things going on in that court, but as far as this case, I have no idea what's going on in Superior Court. But as this case doesn't have the restriction, the other court may. So then you want to convey information if you want to go back to the house to that court.
I don't have nothing in Superior Court.
Okay, so what about the probation stuff?
She didn't file a sanction. I don't know.
Okay.
She said she is happy to let me go back to Nebraska.
So-
I told her, yeah.
Okay, so the Superior Court put the probation department had the hold on you, so they have your probation transferred or whatever that is, and
For 11 days on misdemeanor charges?
Ma'am, I don't know, but I'm trying to get you to understand that I'm not that court. I have no idea. I just have that you had a probation hold. Okay, so all of those questions dealing with your probation and all of those matters go across the hall. They don't go here because I can't inform you. I don't know. We're not the probation court.
Okay.
Okay. As far as this release condition, it doesn't have you a restriction going to the residence, so I want to answer that for you. But if probation does, I caution you to make sure you abide by their orders, whatever those are. Okay. You're not to consume or possess any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I can smell alcohol in your breath today.
Okay.
So you're in violation of this order right now. So what can happen, I'm not saying it's going to happen, is I can revoke your release because of that and order you to be taken into custody right now. Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay? Because this judge, that wasn't me, it was a different judge, says you're not to consume any drugs or alcohol without a prescription.
I
And
thought it
you-
was drugs. Sorry.
Do you want me to show you the form that you signed?
No.
Okay, so because we can dispel that right away.
Okay.
Did you drive here?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I'll be making sure that my bailiff and the staff here in the security watches how you leave.
Okay.
Do you understand those release conditions?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to not authorize the permission for you to return to Nebraska at this time until we find out on the next proceeding what's occurring. These are all Class 1 misdemeanors in the group advisory. Did you understand that information that was provided in the group advisory?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. Sorry.
All right. So, in this case, there's no jail time being requested by the prosecutor as of now. So I'm going to ask you about your attorney waiver form. Do you wish to hire an attorney? present good cause to the court for a court-appointed attorney, or waive the presence of an attorney?
No, I want an attorney, a court-appointed attorney.
Okay, then I need you to provide me a good cause. So don't sign that if you're asking for it. Not yet. We're not ready for it. So provide me the reason why you want a court-appointed attorney. Remember, if there is jail time required, and there's not any identified in this case, do you have another cause for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, 9 weeks ago I had a full left shoulder replacement and I'm unable to work for 14 to 16 weeks.
What replacement?
Left shoulder, a full
Okay.
replacement.
Okay, so that wouldn't qualify. Do you have any other reason?
No, I don't.
Okay, so then we'll back to the next step is you can decide to hire one yourself or waive the presence of attorney now. And if you're going to waive it, then you'll check the second box that puts that you asked for one and the judge said the shoulder replacement doesn't qualify. Okay, or you hire one yourself. Okay, and then if
I'll
you-
waive one.
Okay, if you would date and sign.
I don't know if you asked me or not, but I'm pleading not guilty to all of this.
Okay, I'll enter your not guilty plea for you, no problem. All right, ma'am, I want to
Bash Johnson?
So we just need this one needs to go to shred, and then there's the other probation one just needs to go on the other agency file. Hello, sir, how are you?
Howdy. Good about you.
I'm doing well. All right, so this is case number 2026 CM014. Could you state your full name?
Vash Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, thank you. Sorry, I got to turn this so make sure you.
Oh.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
All right, sir. So this is two allegations. Both are class 1 misdemeanors. The first one is a shoplifting allegation. The second was an underage possession of alcohol allegation. Did you understand that group advisory information I gave?
Class 1 is the $2,500.
That's the maximum.
Okay.
Okay. Neither one of these have a minimum, so the court's discretion is from 0 up to that 2,500.
Yes, sir.
Okay. There's no mandatory minimum amounts, no mandatory jail time, nothing like that. So it's
Okay.
just there's nothing. So it's 0 up to those maximums of $2,500, 6 months of jail, and or 3 years of probation. There is no jail time in your case, so you're not facing that as a consequence either, whether you go to trial and are found guilty, or whether you plead guilty or no contest today. No jail time. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you understand the information about the attorney?
Yep.
All right. How do you wish to proceed with that?
I'll waive my right to an attorney.
Check the top box in, and if you haven't done so, date and sign it where it's highlighted.
What is today, the 11th?
11th, correct. I'll take that phone from you.
Thank you, sir.
Can I ask a favor?
Yeah.
Can you take 2 of those pins and just set them over there on that table over there?
On that one?
Yep, just 2 of them, whichever one, that long one can stay.
Yeah, I'll keep
Thank
that
you.
one
That way it leaves a little more room for you guys there. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
here. Thank you.
Do you have any questions at all before you give a plea to the 2 charges? And you can plea separately too.
The only question I'd have is, would there be any way for me to work out potentially getting either of them potentially dropped or lowered?
One of the charges dropped or lowered? I don't know. To have that, to inquire on that would be a not guilty plea. Then you get with the prosecutor and see if you can come with a plea agreement.
Okay.
So you would plead not guilty, even though you might feel some area of responsibility.
sure.
But to have that ability, you would talk to them and see if they would offer you a plea.
Okay.
Do you want to do that?
Can I ask your opinion on it?
You cannot, because that's legal advice.
Can I ask what? Can I ask that guy?
No,
okay.
no court staff.
Alrighty.
If you're looking for the possibility of a plea agreement, then you're not going to see the possibility if you plead guilty or
right
no
here.
contest.
Okay.
So if you want to see if that's possible, then it's just another appearance, and you'll have that discussion with the prosecutor. We can't
You
speak
can't.
for,
Yeah.
we can't speak for them. I don't know. They're a whole separate entity from
Okay.
the court. Yeah.
Okay. And then in the event I were to just plead guilty, you would make the.
I would have to have you come back to court anyway, because
Okay.
this is a victim-related crime with the shoplift.
Okay.
We have to notify them to see if they want to have speak or if there's any restitution. So we'd have to have you come back anyway. So it'd be coming back for sentencing, or coming back for that pretrial conference.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try not guilty. See if.
Okay. We'll
can
enter not
potentially
guilty
work
plea
out.
for you and get you pretrial.
Actually, before you do it, let's just go guilty.
Are
I'm
you
not,
sure?
yeah, I'm not even gonna go through the whole process.
Okay. Are you certain? Okay.
Yeah. Make it easier for everybody.
Well, it's no inconvenience to the court. This is what we do. So just make sure that's what you want to do and not worrying about anybody else.
Okay.
So you want to enter a guilty plea?
Yeah.
Both charges?
Yeah.
All right, so we'll schedule you back for sentencing now. That's one less trip back. So it'll be in the pretrial conference, seeing how that went. You might have had to come back again for sentencing, so.
Okay.
But now we've got you scheduled for sentencing directly. So you'll be signing for the sentencing date. So you appeared, pled guilty, sentencing date is set for 3/23 of 2026 at 9 a.m. If you would sign for that court date where it says dependent.
My bad. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
We're still okay. And then I'll get the copy of that for you. And then I gotta call your case since there's an alleged victim in it. In the case of Johnson, are there any victims in the courtroom that wish to be heard? Having seen none. All right, sir. As soon as you get your copy for that court date, you'll be excused. Any
Appreciate you.
questions?
Thank you.
Any questions at all?
I'm all good.
Okay,
Thank you.
you bet. One thing, I want to just review your release conditions while we're getting that for you. Obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, not to leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, not to contact the alleged victim in any manner, not to go near the location of the alleged offense, and not to consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Okay?
Yes, sir.
At the conclusion of sentencing, some of those may or may not be included in sentencing. There might be like trespass notices or that. We'll see when we get to sentencing. Okay?
For sure.
All right,
Appreciate
Nick.
you. Thanks.
bet.
David Wicks?
Hello, Mr. Wicks. How are you?
Not too bad, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good, thank you. This is regarding case 2026 CM 12027. If you'd state your full name.
David Edward Wick Sr.
Thank you, Mr. Wicks. So this is an allegation of a criminal trespass, a class 2 misdemeanor. Did you understand that group advisory I gave?
Yes.
The penalty ranges? Okay. Do you have any questions about the attorney portion?
No, sir.
Okay, do you have your attorney waiver form with you?
Yes, I do.
How do you wish to proceed?
Well, I believe that Adam Crawshaw, who's been handling my cases for some time now, I may possibly use him,
Okay,
and that's where I'm at on that.
so I'll enter not guilty plea for you, and
Yes.
you're informing us that you're going to use a private attorney, Mr. Crawshaw?
I could possibly use him, yes, sir.
All right, so whether you use them or not, you'll hire an attorney or get an attorney?
Well, I'll have to see it at,
See how it goes?
yeah, all right.
I'll enter it for now.
Yes,
If
sir.
that changes and you turn into where you're representing yourself, just let us know so we can schedule you appropriately.
Yes, sir. And going to food bank at a church.
Pardon me?
I said going to food bank at a church that I've been to. That's the Monsignor's the only one that trespassed me from the church. I already know that.
Okay,
Not the maintenance guy.
all right. Sir, I want to just confirm, can you, so without saying it on record, can you just confirm that that is a good phone number for you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have an email address?
No, sir.
All right, sir, so you'll be signing for your court date. That is scheduled for 3/23/2026 at 9 a.m. If you would sign here where it says defendant, there's a pin right over there for you, sir.
Okay.
Kind of a long one.
Well, they have it. Somebody could hit you with that. You need to take that off.
Well, you know, what it's there for is so I can see it doesn't walk out, because the pins leave, and then we're like, where's the pin? So,
Chain it to an 8/16 cinder block. You can't walk out then. So, sign.
defendant, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And I would rather that gavel than the regular gavel.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit rubber
Right,
there.
right.
Yeah, I see that. Okay?
So we'll get you a copy of that. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, well, we'll see you at that next date then, all right?
Have a great day.
You too.
I have a question.
Yeah.
On, if I request a waiver on a SR 22 for a previous case that, because I didn't bring the purple envelope in, but I had insurance and registration a month and 12 days prior to you suspending my license. I could possibly get that because I asked the DMV about my license, and I said if I can get the court to waive the SR 22, then I could get that back.
So the SR 22 is a motor vehicle requirement.
Right, but I mean, I had the insurance and registration prior to you suspending me, but I forgot to bring that purple envelope in for the courts just to.
So what's your question?
If the courts would waive the SR 22, being that the other things were in place prior to me being suspended.
So I can't waive the SR 22 because that's not us. That's the motor vehicle. So that you have
Okay.
to ask the motor vehicle that.
Well, that's the motor vehicle has told me specifically if the courts waived the SR 22, and then I could get my license. So I would probably have to petition the court for post-conviction relief and to either review the case and show you that all that evidence that the insurance and registration I acquired one business day after the citation about here.
Yeah, so
That's a possibility.
You can get us a motion, and you can say, please take into consideration that I got insurance afterwards,
Yes,
day
sir.
afterwards,
Yes, sir.
and that did you provide a 39-month motor vehicle record?
Well, the 39-month motor vehicle record, I don't think would be necessary because of me having the insurance and registration that never really was suspended or anything like that. And in fact, I was coming to the sheriff's station to tell them my predicament because I was down in Globe for 100 days, and that one there got dismissed. So being locked up for 100 days.
Since I don't have the case in front of me,
Yes, sir.
fill out your motion,
Uh-huh.
and then I'll get the case pulled to look at it and review your motion and have to make a
Yeah,
ruling.
because I had the insurance and registration one business day after that
Okay.
citation, but I appreciate that.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Hopefully it works out for you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Have a great day. You too.
Thank you.
Kaden Coker. And for sentencing today, I'm not sure quite how to sentence both of those charges on
Okay.
one. But
Hello,
he
sir.
has his financial.
So I only have one case here. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking the charges.
Yeah.
Because on the DUI packet, it doesn't have reckless driving, so I can't put it in the same packet. So I'm not sure how to sentence it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
But he has his financial on page 2. So
He has
can-
what?
A financial on
Okay,
page 2.
yeah, okay. All right, so this is case 2026 TR 14. Could you state your full name?
Caden Gabriel Coker.
All right, Mr. Coker, the allegations that are made against you is a reckless driving charge, a Class 2 misdemeanor, and then a DUI charge, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The DUI charge does have mandatory minimum penalties. Actually, it's the example that I gave in the group advisory. $1,515.50 minimum fine, a mandatory DUI counseling, and then mandatory of 8 consecutive hours of jail time, which makes you eligible for a court-appointed attorney if you cannot afford to hire one. You'd have provided a financial. Do you wish to request a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me take a look here. You're not employed?
I'm employed.
You are employed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then this will be your signing for the court date, which is the same one on there. So the court date is 4/7/2026 at 9 a.m. with a pre-trial conference set. If I could get your signature here where it says defendant. All right. All right. And then, sir, on that financial questionnaire that I had, it asked how much you think you could contribute to a monthly amount while your case is being worked on by the attorney. You have some room with your expenses versus your income. How much do you think you could afford to pay that attorney per month? Let's say it goes for 2 months, maybe 3 months, maybe 4. What do you think you could pay that attorney monthly?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've never really.
Okay, so let me break it down for you. So you say your bills are $450. Okay, that's your total expenses. And then you make $800. Okay, so you have $350 of surplus money monthly. So what, out of that $350, what do you think you could afford to pay the attorney on a monthly basis?
150, 200.
Okay, so let's do 150, and then if it goes for 3 or 4 months, you would have that amount that would be owed at the very maximum. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to give you the copies of your court date and your assigned attorney. Do you have any questions about anything we talked about?
No.
I can take that attorney waiver form and discard it for you if you'd like.
Thank you.
All right, you're all set to go as soon as the bailiff gets you your paperwork.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, no problem.
Deshaun Brown?
Oh, sir, how are you?
Okay. Do I need to give you the citation?
No, you keep that one. That's your copy. This is case 2026 TR 34, excuse me. If you'd state your full name.
Deshaun Brown.
All right, Mr. Brown, we're here on 2 violations. One of them is a criminal traffic offense, and one of them is a civil traffic offense. The criminal traffic offense is a driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Did you understand that group advisory I gave?
I think I remember.
Okay. Do you want me to review that with you, the penalty range, or?
I think it was
Yeah, so the maximum.
ranging from 0 to 2,500 to 6 months.
6 months, which there is no jail time.
Okay.
So yeah, that's not part of this case, but you're right. The 2,500 is the maximum. No mandatory minimum from 0 up to that maximum. And the possibility of probation, up to 3 years of probation. Okay? Do you have any questions about your attorney waiver form?
You said there's no jail time involved?
Correct.
So then I don't really need one then, right?
Well, I can't answer that for you, but there's no jail time, so you can still hire one if you want. You can still provide the court a reason for a court appointment, or you can waive one.
Could I ask real quick what the possible consequences would be?
Yes. 0 up to $2,500.
Oh, like it won't be determined until then?
Correct. Here's what I can't do. I can't persuade you into giving a plea based on what the sentencing would be. So that would be a little bit of coercion. So you would just proceed forward with whatever you want to plead, and then I hear what you have to say, I take into consideration, and I impose a sentencing.
I plead guilty.
All right, so let's back up one step.
Oh, yeah, waive.
Yeah, okay, so
So-
just check the top box.
Top box.
Yes, sir. And then date and sign where it's highlighted.
What's today?
Today is February 11th.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And you want to enter a guilty plea?
Yeah, we can get it resolved right now if I do.
We can. Yep, there's no victim. The second portion of this case is that civil traffic offense. It's alleged that you were traveling 70 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone.
He showed me the speedometer.
Okay. Oh, they did? No, they don't always do that, so.
He was cool.
So that's a responsible or not responsible plea. How do you wish to do on that civil traffic?
Guilty.
Okay. All right. Have you attended a traffic school at all in the last year?
Last year, no.
Okay. You're eligible if you'd like to do that. So what that does is if you attend the
That's
traffic school,
fine off of my driving
it'll not
record.
go on your driving record and your insurance won't have any effects from it. You just need to complete and follow the instructions and complete traffic school. You have to pay for the school, but you don't have to pay for the fine.
How much is the school?
It's around $200.
How much is the fine?
It's going to be pretty close to that. Let me answer that.
So pretty much the same, but one is.
Let me make sure I tell you correctly. The fine imposed would be $218. That's roughly what the school's going to be. But
with
it
the
won't be
school, it won't
recorded.
be on my driving record.
Right.
How long? Sorry, how long does the school take? Because I do have work. you
No
know?
problem. What we'll do is I'll give you a continuation of the court date for the civil traffic offense only, and then give you instructions to complete that school 7 to 10 business days prior to that date. So we'll give you another 30 days or so.
Would I be able to do that next appearance on Zoom or something? Because I live all the way in Phoenix.
You don't have another appearance. So if
Oh.
you're pleading guilty to the criminal charge, we're going to
Okay.
resolve that today.
Okay.
If you go to the traffic school, you do it at your convenience, just no later than 7 to 10 days before the next court date we give you.
Okay. So I have to sign up before then.
Yeah, you want to complete it.
Complete
7
it.
to 10 days, and it's I think like a 4-hour class online.
4 hours online. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you want to do that?
hmm
Okay, so we'll get that
You
prepared
have
for you. Pardon me?
You're gonna give me the information to
Yes.
sign up.
Yes.
Okay.
Got a lot of stuff to give to you on both of the charges.
Thank you.
This says it has the how to do defensive driving school.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just get the instructions sheet.
That's instruction sheet. For traffic school?
Yeah, the authorization form.
Oh, you need the authorization. Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I thought since it was civil, we.
Oh no, it's okay. That is you're right.
Okay.
But we have to give a continued court date.
Yes.
Okay. All right, sir. So for the traffic school, you haven't attended it in the last year, correct?
No.
Okay. So here's the instructions on how to attend that traffic school. Here, we're going to give you a continued court date on the civil speeding violation, but we're going to resolve the other one. Okay. Would you confirm your address as this address right here? Just yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a phone
Yeah.
and an email?
Yes.
Would you enter both of those here for me, please?
Okay.
I'll get your paperwork ready here.
Maybe we do need a number.
Thank you.
Maybe a number.
All right, sir, are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Okay. You understood that information that I gave in the group advisory of the rights that you're giving up by entering a guilty plea?
Correct.
Okay. You understood the citizens advisory that I provided?
Correct.
Okay, your factual basis of the case that you're admitting guilt to is on January 29th of 2026 at about 11:43 p.m. at or near milepost 254 on State Route 260. You were operating a motor vehicle on a public roadway and were contacted by the Gila County Sheriff's Office. It was discovered that your driver's license was suspended, revoked, or canceled, and that you were also speeding at 70 miles per hour in a posted 50 mile per hour zone. That occurred in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court, and you are here pleading guilty and responsible to those violations, correct?
Correct. I wasn't aware that my license was suspended at the time, but it was suspended apparently. So.
Okay. Okay, and you still wish to proceed with a guilty plea?
Yeah.
Okay. Regarding your guilty plea, are you making that voluntarily?
Correct.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to plead?
Correct.
Nobody promised you any lighter sentence or punishment?
No.
Okay. Court finds that you entered your plea of guilty knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. We'll accept your plea. I'll need your signature here, sir. This is the rights that was reviewed with you in the group advisory that you understand, and you're waiving those with your guilty plea by signature there. this is the letter that I promised you on how to set aside judgment and seal the records in the Rule 33 petition. If you would sign the top copy, and then I'll leave you the second copy. So you might look at this to take this that driving suspended off of your record. You have to wait some timelines. It'll talk to you about the Class 1 misdemeanor and the timelines be crime-free. Then once you do that, you can ask this court to seal those records.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could
Yep.
you repeat this? Repeat
Yep.
that again.
So this is you to have the ability to exercise and understand the Rule 33 petition that may or may not apply to your case, or to set aside the judgment, or to seal the records. So later down the road, you need to remain law-abiding for a certain amount of time, around 3 years. If you don't have any other criminal violations, you can ask this court to seal those records. So then if you go to get an apartment, go to get hired somewhere, private entities won't see that. It's not gone, but it's sealed. Government entities can still see it and all that. They use it for enhanced penalties and further crimes, but public won't be able to see it. So you can request that after those timelines pass and all the fines are paid, and then a timeline has to complete. So you can ask that from our court once that occurs, and this explains how to do it.
Okay. So
Okay.
basically today,
Today you're sentenced.
I'm saying, like, what's the consequence? Like, what do I need to do?
Yeah, we're getting to that
Oh,
pretty
sorry.
soon. Yeah,
Okay.
this is just how to seal the records later if you don't want it on your criminal history or want it viewable. Okay, and that's your copy for it. You don't need to sign it. I crossed out the domestic violence portion. That doesn't apply to your case. All right, so this is the traffic school that we're going to.
It wouldn't let us extend it in the computer, so I'm giving that to him just in case. So it's not for the criminal traffic.
Yeah, okay, let me take a look here. So I hope that doesn't cause him an issue on it.
I mean, you can hit that walk if you want, but I don't think it's.
For
Which one am I? Yeah,
Says, yeah, been given permission for criminal.
Okay. All right, sir, so this is the sign up for the traffic school. Here's where it talks about 7 to 10 days. Your new date is 3/13. Get you to sign here.
Okay. And this one I need to have it finished, right?
7 to 10 days before that court date, correct.
Correct. Okay.
All right, we'll get you a copy of that. All right, sir, so I'm going to here, do you wish to give a statement regarding the case before I impose a sentencing?
Just what I told you earlier. This I wasn't aware at the time. I thought I had resolved it. It was suspended before in the past, but I thought I had resolved it. So,
Okay.
but I guess that
Still
we're
wasn't-
off or
okay.
whatever.
Okay. All right, sir, so here's what I'm going to do for you. Do you have the ability to get it back?
I don't, not anytime soon, because this happened in LA.
Yeah.
And I moved out here.
Okay.
And
So whatever problems are in LA that
I have to solve it in
reciprocating,
LA,
Yeah, you got to
yeah.
fix that, and
Yeah.
then you'll be able to have your Arizona privileges reinstated once California says you're reinstated. If you're able to do all that and you get us a copy of a valid driver's license, the fine will only be $202. Okay. I'm going to impose a $482. Remember, it could go up to $2,500. So I'm going to impose a $482 on the fine.
And how long do I have to pay? How long do I have to pay that?
If you can't pay it today, I can put you on a payment plan. Will you adjust the fine amounts?
Yes, sorry.
So if you can't pay it today,
Mind
then,
if I turn my phone on and check my calendar so I know my next payday so I can just give you a day?
yeah, so let me explain that to you. If you don't pay today, I have to add a $20 payment plan fee, and you can pay monthly whatever you can afford. You can pay it all at once, but I still have to, if it can't be paid today, the statute reads that it has to have a payment plan fee imposed. So whether you want to pay $50 a month or you want to pay the whole thing,
Actually,
yeah.
give me 1 second. My
Okay.
uncle's in the car. I'm gonna see if maybe
can
I
pay
can
it?
just
Okay.
give him the money
Yeah.
later.
If you want to, go ahead and make a call. You can call them or whatever.
I'm
I
waiting
know
for
it
it to
says
turn
don't,
on.
yeah, I know it says don't use your phone, but you're our last person here besides our telephonic, so I'll allow you to make the call because
Thank
it
you.
saves you $20. It's a worthwhile phone call.
Appreciate it. Thanks. Not even about the 20s, just getting it out the way
Yeah, finishing it out while we're waiting.
instead of because I already gotta do the traffic school. I just have this car.
Yeah, then go ahead. So you got it's a $482. Yeah, if you're able to pay it today.
It's $517.80 with
Oh, I'm
court
sorry.
security fee.
Of course, security of $35.80, $517.80 is the total. Thank you.
said 517.
517.80, correct.
Okay, that's okay. I'm gonna just could we still pay it today just at a later time?
Can you pay what?
Can I still pay it today just at a later time?
You can, I still have to add you can pay as little as
We're gonna still
amount.
add the
He's saying
$20 fee.
before 4:30.
Oh yeah, later today, before 4:30, if you pay it before 4:30 today, then it's just that amount, the 517.80.
But after 4:30, it's an extra $20.
Yeah, because it'll be on a different day.
Okay. Did you hear me? All right. He said if we pay before 4:30, it's just gonna be what it is, the 517. But if we pay after, it's gonna be an extra 20 on top of that. All right. But yeah, I will give you the half when I get home, and then the rest when I get paid tomorrow. For sure. Next time. Cool. So,
Paying today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there? I can do it online, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I'll give you the information, it'll be right here for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so what you're signing for is that you have a total balance of $517.80 that's due, and that included the court security fee of $35.80. And you're agreeing to pay $517.80 before 4:30 today. The online that you talked about is a website here, or call this phone number, and you can put your payment in by phone. If you'd sign for that.
Cool.
Make sure you don't forget, because then the more problems happen.
I won't
Okay.
forget.
You have any
Awesome.
question about anything we talked about?
Um,
Just make sure you sign up for that traffic school
Traffic school.
to fix that.
Yeah.
7 to 10 days before the court date that's on that form, and then that'll resolve that for you. And then we'll.
And so that means I won't have to. So that court date will just be whatever after. I
Yeah,
pay.
once you go to the school, they'll send us that you've completed it, and that'll negate that court date. You don't have to come back.
Okay, cool.
Even though we're
They'll
very
send it
nice
to
and friendly, you don't have to
It's
come back.
it's 2 hours.
But it's beautiful up here.
It's nice, but it's a 2 hour drive.
It is,
If you drive 2 hours to hand us paper.
All right, so you have a good day. Travel safely. All right, have a
Have
good
a
one.
good day. Appreciate you.
Have a nice day.